Good morning, friends. Namaste. Today I am going to present the topic on operations strategy and control. So, operations strategy and control, we are going to discuss about the various strategies. How does it align? How does it align with the vision of the organization? So, operations strategy, if you see, it is a pattern of the decisions that are taken by any organization and that shape the vision, objectives, and capabilities of the organization operations. So if you see, overall it is the alignment of the operations with the business strategy and the market requirements. We know the market requirement changes very frequently nowadays, and it provides vision of an operation strategy, define the performance objectives like speed, quality, delivery, flexibility, and it also reconciles the strategic decisions to the performance objectives. So as discussed earlier, the alignment, how does it align the objectives of the operation strategy? It is very important to align the operations towards the business strategy and the market requirements. So here the one example has been quoted. If the business strategy calls for the broad differentiation or the low cost provider strategy in the marketplace, then operations strategy must build the resource capabilities that are difficult for the competitors to match in these areas, because this will help the firm to compete in the market. And the objective of the operations strategy is to align the operations perspective with the market requirements. Now coming to the vision, operations strategy must provide its own vision. This is not a vision of that operations want to achieve, but the vision of the following that help the firm to develop the capability operations to provide the values to the business, and contribution towards the operations that must provide the value to the business. So now I will pause for a minute and time for the reflection question. What do you think? What are the competitive priorities of a company? Just think for pause this video for 2 minutes and just think and jot down in your post journal what are the competitive priorities or the requirements of a company. Okay, so I hope you must have jotted it down. So what could have been my answers to this particular reflection question? The general competitive requirements of a company generally compete with the others on the basis of 4-5 competitive priorities or the competitive dimensions that represents the quality, cost, delivery, flexibility, dependability, and so on. So now moving on, the operations strategy vision, how does the relationship between the operations capabilities and how does the strategic impact has been highlighted in this slide. So you can see right from the internally neutral and holding the organization back to the stage 4, which gives you the extremely supportive in terms of or which defines the company's operations capabilities, which are extremely supportive and redefining the industry expectations. So for example, here the Geo can be the Geo from Reliance can be the best example, the operations capabilities, and those are redefining the industry expectations, especially the telecom sector. And if you see the two examples of the companies where the different performance objectives I have just mentioned in the reflection question, the speed, the quality, the dependability, how does this differ in from sector to sector? So if you see the insurance company, the time for the call center to respond and prompt advice response And however, the speed is the generic performance objective for the insurance company as well as the steel plant. For the steel plant, it can be lead time from inquiry to quotation, lead time from order to delivery, and so on. So this is how the other performance objectives with reference to these two companies have been defined. You can see right from the speed, dependability, flexibility, quality, and cost. So the operations function is also nowadays is fashionable, and if you see the many companies, the consultancy service market also have the maximum percentage share in this organization. So operation strategies reconciles the requirements of the markets with the capabilities of the operation resources. So if you see the operation resources and the market requirements, so that you have to make the balance between these two and go forward. So there are a number of strategies in developing the resources for strategic impact. There is a top-down approach, there is a bottom-up approach, and so on. So these are the few examples of the top-down approach and the strategic analysis and the operational analysis, and the relationship between the concepts of the business model and the operational model. So to sum it up, we have just discussed about the strategic performance objectives, differentiation strategies, and falls and advantages of the different strategies. Thank you.